Okay guys, as I said, remember I bought this brushless system and said I was waiting for a project to do it on? Well, I've got a car here that we're going to put it into. Some of you may recognise this, it's been in the background of a few older videos. I've had this car for a very long time waiting for something to do with it. I did originally have another car planned for this brushless system to go into, but I've had to completely cancel that order. So I'm not getting that car anymore because it's been 3 weeks and it still hasn't even been shipped to me. And it's only supposed to be coming from Melbourne, which is 1 city away from where I live. We've got a spare motor right here because this motor is going to be replaced with this one. So, first what we're going to do is we're going to pull the motor out of this one, put it into Project Fury, and then I'll pull the ESC out. We'll get this new brushless system all hooked up and attached, and then we'll take this out for a spin. So this is while I'm disassembling the Stealth to get the motor out and everything. I may as well do the little servo saver mod that I do on all of these ones. So servo savers on these HSPs are pretty crap, honestly. So I just put these little plastic gears out of the Traxxas servos. You just stick that directly over the top of the servo saver there. And now when the battery tray goes back on, it'll be flush with that and it will not allow this servo saver to unwind itself to make the steering lazy. Alright, so we got that old motor out, we've got this all disassembled. I'm going to keep this pinion gear here for the brushless system because Fury already has a pinion gear and this motor does not have a pinion gear, so I'm just going to use the stock one. And now we've got a brand spanking new motor to put inside Project Fury. These HSP ones actually aren't half bad either. They seem to take a pretty decent beating, so that's a positive. Alright, let's get this in. We'll get this ESC off. The car is very disassembled at the moment. It's just what's going to make it easier. I usually just end up taking the whole rear end off whenever I'm doing anything to do with the motors on these, because my hands are too big to fit in behind everything to get the motor mount screws out, so just do what's easiest for you, I guess. Alright, got the motor in, got the ESC in, I've got the pinion all squared up so it's not too loose, not too tight. So I'm just going to charge up a LiPo battery real quick, plug it in, make sure the motor is turning the correct way, otherwise I'm going to have to swap some wires around. And then we can completely reassemble it and we'll take it for a test drive. Alright, it's all together. I just calibrated the ESC on it. So, turn it on. And wait for the ESC to do its thing. That is gonna go. I'm gonna take it for a test drive. We'll put you back on when we're driving it and we'll see just how fast we actually have made this thing now. Alright, Stealth brushless that I built, this is its first run. Let's see if it actually handles any well. Ooh, what's going on? Oh shit, that's not sounding good. Fuck. I'm gonna have to pull the top off. Alright, so I've just turned it off and brought it over. I'm gonna have to pull that spur cover off because it sounds like the pinion has either A, come off, or B, something has just completely stripped on it. Like I said, I've actually not run this, but when I just gave it a squeeze at home, it was all running fine. So pull that apart and I'll have a look at it, and then I'll put some more footage of it driving after we figure out what's wrong with it. Okay, so we pulled apart the car. And there was nothing wrong with the pinion, the spur, nothing like that. It wasn't a gearing issue or an issue with the vehicle itself. So the ESC is fine. It works, it handles, it does everything it's supposed to do. But this motor is faulty. It does not spin the pole, but when you put your finger down on the accelerator, you can definitely hear something moving in the lower section of the motor that's just not connecting to the top half. So this pole doesn't want to spin at all, but something in here is. So I've contacted the supplier that I bought this from. Hopefully I hear back from them. hopefully I'll just be able to send this motor off to them and they'll either fix what's wrong with it or they'll send me a new one. But yeah, unfortunately there's an issue with this motor. So till I get another motor, the Stealth Brushless is kind of on hold at this moment because I don't know if I'm going to have to send that ESC back as well. But I'm sure we'll find out anyway. But yeah, first time trying to build, not a good outcome, having a faulty motor. But yeah, it's nothing to do with what we did, how I assembled it or anything. It's just this motor just is faulty. So do I recommend building a brushless? I definitely do. I'd probably just go with a brand that's a lot more well known for your parts. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next video, guys.